Hello, students. Under the historical development of organization behavior, there are four stages for the development of organization behavior. The first one was industrial revolution or industrial psychology, industrial movement psychology. The second one was scientific management. These two concepts I have already discussed with you in the last recorded video. This is a third stage of historical development of organization behavior, that is human relation movement. Human relation movement. Let us see what are the development they have found in this movement, and how does it affects the organization behavior. Opposition to scientific management gave birth to human relation movement. That is the previous stage of historical development is scientific management. Okay, under to oppose that, this gave a birth. Human relation movement gave a birth. It gave more emphasis on workers' cooperation and morale. In other words, under the human relation approach, workers were distinguished from non-human factors such as capital, machine building, etc. That workers have feelings, sentiments, rationality, ambitions were duly recognized. Here, the workers are given more important. In other words, workers' cooperation and morale is more important. Rather than giving importance to the work what they do, if you give the importance to the cooperation and morale, then the organization will be able to achieve its goal very smoothly without any problems. So here in the human relation movement, it has given emphasis on workers' cooperation and morale, and they have distinguished the non-human factors. See, some of the non-human factors like assets we will find in our um, in the organization, such as capital, machines, building, etc. That workers have that is non-human factors. Human factors, like workers when they work in the organization, they have their feelings, sentiments, rationality, ambitions, etc., which should be recognized by the organization. So that is how you will be knowing the behavior of a person. How do he feel, what is his sentiments, what is his rationality, how rational he is, and how ambitious he is will be recognized. So under human relation movement, they have distinguished into two factors, that is human factors and non-human factor. Historically speaking, three factors have contributed to the recognition of human factor in the organization. Three factors have contributed for the development of human. They are the Great Depression, the labor movement, and the Hawthorne studies. These are the three uh, factors which have contributed for the development of the organization. They are Great Depression, labor movement, then the Hawthorne studies. Okay, so we have to take this one by one and study what does it mean and how does it affect the organization behavior. Now, the Great Depression, what happens in the Great Depression? During the Great Depression of 1929, the American stock exchange was crashed. So American stock exchange was fully down, no business. What is the effect was it resulted in widespread unemployment, decline in purchasing power, market collapse, lowering of standard of living of the people. These were the effect of a Great Depression, which was due to the American stock market was crashed. So when one market is crashed, almost all the market will be affected. So because of that, there is a widespread of wide spread unemployment, declining purchasing power, market collapse, lowering of standard of living. It is important to note that the Great Depression was accompanied by some positive consequences. There were some positive impact also because of the Great Depression. They may be one of the positive outcome of the depression was that the management began to recognize the importance of functional areas like finance, marketing, personal, and link it to the survival and the growth. So they feel that here the non-human factors are not much important as human factors are more important. Okay, so they have given important to the finance, how to raise the money, how to market the goods, how to keep their personal happy. Persons in nothing but the employees in the organization study their sentiments, feelings, and behavior to know that they are linked to development and growth and survival. They are very connected to the growth and the survival of the organization. Human relation also revived its increasing significance as indirect effect the depression. Because of that, these following changes were happened. Next, through human relations, pot recognition in business, production still continue to claim dominance place in business relations. Speaking truthfully, production still proceeded workers in order to importance of business organization. So that is labor movement. This is about the labor movement because see once in the Great Depression their positive impact was they knew that they recognized as the the importance of finance, marketing, and personnel for the growth and the survival of the organization. So there exists a organizational behavior wherein the workers are given importance, their feelings, their sentiments, their ambitions were given more important. Now under the labor movement what happens is they the labors are given more importance in the sense how to increase the morale of the employees, how to make them happy, how to give them a decent wages, fair wages, a good working condition, a decent hours of work. All these were undertaken under the labor movement. So production still proceed the workers in order to the importance in the working conditions were the next to production. However, such a situation did not cast for long. The continued exploitation of the workers made them to realize that their protection against exploitation test in their own hands. Such realization leads to the formation of trade union. So because of the labor movement, the factors considered for the labor movement was decent work of hours of work, fair wages, and good working conditions, which is very essential for the production. However, such situation did not last for a long. The continued exploitation of workers made them to realize that their protection against exploitation rests in their own hands. Such realization leads to the transformation of trade union, which in turn strengthen the capacity to negotiate for better amenities and fair wages. In other words, management started according primary emphasis on employees relation and workers working hours and conditions. So trade union was formed. Labor movement, the result was they realized the importance of the workers, how to give them a fair wages, decent work and employees, and then the trade union was formed. Okay, the trade union wherein the the words of the workers are being heard, their problems, their demands are being clarified, or it has been understood by the management, and then they have to take a proper action to solve those problems. Trade union, we know what, how does it work and how does it form and how does it protect. It is basically formed to protect the interest of the employees working in the organization. Okay, what does the employee need according to that situation and under human relation approach is they need a decent hours of work, fair wages, and good working conditions. Okay, so this is about a human relation movement wherein the it was understood with the three stages, that is the Great Depression, labor movement, and Orton studies. So next we will study about the Orton experiment. See, F.W. Taylor through his experiment increased the production of rationalizing it. Okay, he has given importance for rationalizing. Alton Mayo and followers sought to increase the production by minimizing it through behavioral experiment popularly known as Hawthorne studies. And so Elton Mayo has given the importance for Hawthorne experiment. What he has done, different experiments we have to study here. What are the experiments he has done to improve the behavior morale of employees working in the organization? The fact remains that exposure to the study of the organization behavior will remain incomplete without the mention of Hawthorne study and experiment. So in order to study more about the behavior of the employees, it is better to know what is the Hawthorne study and what does the Hawthorne study says about. In November 1924, a team of researchers and professors from the renowned Harvard Business School of USA began investigating into the human aspects of work and working condition at the Hawthorne plant of Western Electric Company, Chicago. So these experiment was conducted by a research and professors from the renowned Harvard Business School of USA, investigating the human aspect of work and working condition. What are the women and how they work in the organization, plant or in the Western Electric Company, Chicago. The company was producing Bell and other electric equipment of telephone industry. So where does this Hawthorne's study experiment was done? It was done by the research and professors from the renowned Harvard Business School of USA, and it was done in the Western Electric Company, where what they were producing is Bell and other electric equipment of telephone industry. Prominent include the research team Elton Mayo, Roethlisberger, Whitehead, and William Dixon. These are the team. The team conducted 4 experiment and behavioral study over the period of 7 years period. So they have conducted a research on the human behavior, taking into 4 experiments. Okay, let us see one by one which are the 4 experiments. The first experiment is illusion experiment of 1924 to 1927 to find out the effect of illusion on illumination on, that is the effect of light. Illumination is nothing but the effect of light on workers productivity. Next second one was a relay assembly test room experiment 1927 to 28 to find out the effect of changes in number of working hours and related working condition on workers productivity. Third experiment was interviewing workers to find out the workers' attitude and sentiments towards the work. And the fourth experiment was backwiring room experiment 1931 to 32 to find out a social system of the organization. So if you see, all the 4 experiments are done in the different phases just to know the behavior and productivity of the employees working in the organization. So let us see one by one what does the each experiments, what are the effect and what they have done, and what is the conclusion of those experiments. Okay, so let us see the first experiment, that is illumination experiment. So let us see the first one, illumination experiment, which was conducted from 1924 to 27 to find out the effect of illumination on workers' productivity. Illumination is the intensity of light. How intensive is your light? The intensity means the focus of the light. It's very bright, very low, medium, like that. So how does the light affects the workers' productivity? Okay. Now let us see what does it mean. To study the effect of changed illumination on work, 2 groups of employees were formed. To study the effect of light on productivity, 2 groups were formed. Okay, 2 group of employees were formed. In one group, it is called control group, where they were controlled. They were given. They have not. They are not under experiment. They are like control. They will be given certain work and they have to do that work. Okay, the illumination remain unchanged throughout the experiment, wherein the illumination remains unchanged. It means there were two groups, as I've told you. One group is called control group. As usual, they come and do the work, and they finish the work and go. Okay, with the same light, what they will not change the effect of light, the light intensity, whatever it is, low or it is medium light intensity, the same light they work to get throughout the day, and they go home. Okay, so that is, the intensity remains unchanged. The other group were experimental group. The other group was experiment. They was enhanced in intensity. So what happens is, in the experimental group, the light intensity was high. Okay, they have enhanced. Suppose in the control group it was very not a dim, a medium light was there, but in case of experimental group they have given a bright light, a bright focus light they have put up, so that they work, how the work productivity will be. Okay, so one group with the remain intensity remain unchanged, the other groups they enhanced the intensity. As anticipated, the productivity in the experiment showed an improvement. So, experimental group where they have given more focus, the light was highly intensity. So, in that group, the production was improved from the earlier. It has been improved. But strangely enough, the output of the control also went up. But what happens is, the control group where they don't know what they are doing, the light intensity is the same. So for that group also, the productivity went up. The research then proceeded to decrease the illumination of the experimental group. The researcher, what they did is, they again, experimental group, they decreased their intensity. Okay, when they decrease the intensity also, the output went up once more. Even though after decreasing in their production also increased, the output increases. This show that some factors was operating which increased productivity. They found that it is not the light which make them, which where the productivity increases or decreases. There are some other factors which makes them the productivity increase or decrease. So that was found. Regard higher or lower intensity, this is not the reason, higher or lower intensity. There are some other factors. Obviously there was something much more important than wages, hours of work, and working condition, etc., which influenced productivity. So they found that it is nothing, it is not more than, there are other factors, not only wages, workers, working condition, and hours of work. There are some other factors which influence the productivity, which increases the productivity. Despite their negative result, the result was negative because, see, there were two groups. One is control group and other one is experiment group. Control group means they usually the light will be in the medium frame, they will be doing the work as usual. But experimental group was there, where they have given focus light, high intensity light. But the production, if you see, both in the control group also it has increased, but here also it has increased. Okay, so what they did is, researcher, they have reduced the light intensity of the experimental. So when they reduced the light intensity of experimental group, but also their productivity increases. In other words, the light does not affect, or illumination does not affect the worker's productivity. There are some other factors which makes the productivity to increase. Okay, other than the this basic wages or hours of work and working conditions, there are some other factors which influence the productivity. Okay, so there was a negative effect. Illumination gave a negative effect because there was no effect of illumination on workers productivity. It was not a positive effect. If the light increases, productivity also increases, nothing. The productivity remains increasing if you reduce the light or if you increase the light. End up with the waste, but provided a momentum for the relay room phase for the study. So it provided a momentum. So again they went for the new experiment, that was a relay assembly test room experiment. Okay, So today I have discussed with you one experiment under the Hawthorne study, that is illumination experiment. What does it says? They have done a experiment to know that illumination is nothing but the intensity of the light has an effect on it has an effect on productivity. So they did two groups. One is control group and another is experimental group. Control group, the intensity of the light was same, but in the experimental group the intensity of the light were enhanced, were increased. But they observe that control group also the productivity increases, experimental group also it has increased. So what the researcher did is, the experimental group, they have reduced the intensity of light to see the production, but also the production increased. So they found that it has a negative result. It means it is not a light or illumination which increases the productivity. There are some other factors other than the wages, working conditions and decent hours of work. There are some other factors which influence the workers productivity. So they gave a room for another experiment, that is relay assembly test room experiment, which I will be discussing with the next slide. Okay, thank you.